Alright everybody, so we are here finally with the 8th anniversary LRs. We're going to be starting off by showcasing the GT LR. This is just Goku GT and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. And then they do the standby active skill or standby skill to go into Super Saiyan Vegeta GT. Now like this is Gohan, Trunks, and Goten, but they're not in the card name. And then we have the new mechanic as well, the finish skill into the Spirit Bomb. So they are at 55% link level 1. We're gonna be showcasing them at that first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go link level them, and then do another showcase. Or once I do my red zone showcases and stuff, they should be at link level 10. I have no clue what to expect from these guys. I haven't used them yet, and I am expecting them to be like ultra broken, and oh damn it, I didn't want to give them key. That's slightly annoying. Okay, well they're gonna have a little bit of extra key this fight. I didn't want that, because I just didn't want to. Bro, can I not land on keypads? Like, I don't want to accidentally fuel them up with key, and I'm sitting here thinking that, like, they're okay on key, and then it's actually a lie or something, and everyone yells at me. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. But yeah, I don't know if, honestly, any event in the game can really hurt these guys. Or, I guess, if any event in the game can actually showcase how stupid they are. Because just like, again, I haven't used them yet, but just based off on looking on the kits, they are pretty dumb, to say the least. So the way they work is they basically get 250%. They get 200 attack and defense, but then they get an extra 50% if your health is 50% or higher. So they get defense, and they get 1 key per orb, or plus 1 key per orb when you're in slot 1. But if you're in slot, if you're in slot 2 or 3, they get 100% attack instead, and they get plus 2 key. And then when key is 18 or more, damn it, we didn't target. Okay, sorry about that. I need to pay a little more attention so I can actually showcase these units properly. Anyways, as I was saying, I'm very interested to see if you know, when you get 24 key, does that mean that, you know, they're gonna get both the guaranteed additional and the one that can be like 70% chance to be additional? Because that's the case when you have them, like, if you have them rainbowed and have a lot of additional into them, they have a chance. They can basically quad super. So they can quad stack attack every turn. So we got 6.4 this turn. So this is a greatly stack right here. We have 1 guaranteed one coming, and maybe 1 after that one. Okay, yeah, so guaranteed one? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so it does work like that. So what we saw there, that normal, that was the first one, the 70% chance one, and then that was a guaranteed super. Oh, yeah, that's kind of annoying that their defense got lowered, but we'll check it next turn. But yeah, so that does work like that. So that means they basically, they can't quad super at 55% unless you give them equips, because they don't have they have crit in it naturally since they're STR. But that is very interesting and very broken, if I have to say so myself. And then lastly, the thing they do is every time they super attack, they get plus 1 key and 10% damage reduction up to 50%. Actually, I don't know if it's exactly a super attack or just attacks. Let me go ahead and take a look real quick just to make sure before, you know, I say something and then it turns out to be completely wrong. let's see. So, okay, so it is per super attack. So the damage reduction is capped at 50%. So after you've done 5 supers, we did 2 that turn, so we have 20% damage reduction. But when you do 5 supers, you will get so their defense 173. That's not the greatest, but keep in mind that they are building up damage reduction. So if I put them in slot 1, does the defense kick in right away? No, it doesn't. In that case, I'll keep them in slot 2 just so we can get 7 out of 7 every turn here. So we've done 2 supers. We need to do 3 more to get the damage reduction fully built up. But according to the passive, the key part of the passive, the part where they build up 1 key every time they super, there is no cap on that. So they can basically build up to 24 key, I guess, at some point. Which means like they'll just auto super every turn. And you know, that is kind of insane for a unit. So we're up to 7.2 million right now. We have a 70% chance for an additional super, which we managed to get the proc, and then we're gonna have a guaranteed additional super right after this. That is kind of nutty. They also do get defense on all these supers, so but it's just for the turn. So they get 50% of their 18 key for the turn, and then they get 2 30%. And now that we did 3 super attacks, they are fully built up on their damage reduction. So that means, so now like, oh, also don't. I was also looking at their defense last turn. I just remembered that their defense was lowered, so ignore that. We'll look at their defense this upcoming turn. It'll be a more accurate showing. But yeah, so they I can't talk. So yeah, they raised defense basically 3 times with all of those supers, and now they have 50% damage reduction. So their defense might seem low, but you gotta keep in mind also when you put them in slot 1, they get 100% defense on top of the defense they get from their supers and damage reduction. So I think like even at 55%, there's nothing that can hurt them in slot 1. Like I think turn 1, if you're going up against a boss that really hurts turn 1, yeah, they can get caught, but anything past turn 1, I don't think they can be hurt really. Especially if you have dupes in them, and let's just say you get lucky, turn 1 you get a 24 key, and then they quad super turn 1, that's like instantly right there, 40% damage reduction built up. Yeah, so their defense here is 21 7,000. That is pretty damn good if I had to say so myself. I'll go ahead and put them in slot 1 for this turn, so they're not going to be getting the 100% attack. But so on this turn, they're going to be getting 100% defense. So if I had to guess, their defense is going to jump up to 400k. Then they're going to get a 50% from their passive, so that's going to be another 200k, so 600k. And then another 230%. So like what? Like, again, I could be wrong because I'm not the greatest with how Dokkan does their passive and stuff like that, but if I had to guess, their defense is at least 600k in slot 1 here with 50% damage reduction. Like 600, 700k. And like, I don't know about y'all, but like, I feel like damage reduction is absolutely ginormous. Like, especially a number as big as 50%, you really don't need more than like 500k defense, and then you just don't take damage. So like, and keep in mind, this is at 55% that I have them. Like, if you have these guys with dupes or rainbowed, these guys will be at like 1 million or more defense, while shooting out these insane attack stats, while having 50% damage reduction, while building up ki every single turn. Like, this is just insanity. This is just, like, I cannot, I just, other than, like, again, like I said, other than you jumping into an event that hits really hard at the very start, and then putting them in slot 1 immediately, and then having them sit there and like they get supered before they can get a super, yeah, that specific situation I feel like they can get caught. Other than that, I don't think there's anything in the game that can hurt these guys once they get going. And it's like, these guys only share 3 links with the LR Super Saiyan 4s, but I still think you should, like, you can definitely use them together and it works great. Because with the LR Super Saiyan 4s, they guard their first turn, so you can put them in slot 1 the first turn. They can probably tank a little bit better, depending on how the attacks go. And then, you know, that turn, the GT Goku and Vegeta will build up a little bit, and then when you come back on the next turn, the SS4s won't have their guard anymore, but now the GT duo is built up, so now they can, like, basically sit in slot 1. Okay. I am not gonna use the... what's it called in this fight, just because, like, there's kind of... I don't want to use it in this fight just because I want to just go into a different event to use it, because the thing is with that one is it gets, it's only for 5 turns, and the only way you can get the Spirit Bomb off is, by, what's it called? By having someone on your team die. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it right now, like, nobody on this team is dying against this event. Like, there's just no way in hell, like, I could sit here for hours and it would not be able to do any damage at all. So, I'm probably gonna jump into, like, the Legendary Vegeta event or something after this, and just, have them stack up for a while, or just have them get a couple stacks, and then we'll transform, and I'll probably bring some, like, fodder unit on the team, just so I can have them killed. Because the other thing is, these guys' standby is, like, from the way it is read, I cannot tell, because it just says when this character or another ally is KO'd. So in order to activate the standby, you have to have someone, you know, obviously die. But from the way it's worded, I can, like, from what I'm looking at right here, like, it seems like it's anyone on the team. It doesn't have to be a character that is on rotation with the GT Goku and Vegeta. Like, it can literally just be, like, the GT and Goku and Vegeta, they're on the other rotation, right? Let's say we go into this rotation, and this Vegeta and Trunks gets tagged by the core, because they're in slot 2, and they're not guarding. So if they get tagged, they take, like, 1.5 million damage. Do we still revive? Because, again, it just says revive with 100% HP when this character or another ally gets KO'd. So that's another thing that I'm wanting to see, I guess. And then, yeah, the Vegeta part, when you when you go into the standby, is also just broken, because he is like the most insane support unit in the game. He gives 8 ki and 80% attack. So I know that we did get that one extra orb. Wait, no, did we? I think we did get one extra, like, orb from the field when we were, like, moving on the map, but you can clearly see how them building up the ki is working. They're at 24 ki. I don't have to do anything. Like, they're just at 24 ki. That's just how they are. We'll go ahead and use B-Pan's active skill right here. It's probably gonna be the last turn I'm gonna do in this form of them. And then after this, I'm gonna go into the Legendary Vegeta event. I'm gonna get a bunch of stacks with them, and I'm gonna transform into them after a couple stacks, and then hopefully we can get a unit to die, and we can see the amazing animation of the Universal Spirit Bomb. So let's see what their attack's at. Their attack's at on this turn is probably gonna be insane. 14 mil. 14 mil with a guaranteed additional and a 70% for another additional, and then there would be the chance for the hidden potential system, but I just, we don't have dupes in them right now, so this is insane. These guys are, this is at 55%, this is not Rainbow, this is not Link level 10s, nothing along those lines, it's just base, like you literally just pulled the unit, this is what they could do. Like, that's just insanity. Okay, yeah. I guess I'll be back once we get to... I'm gonna go jump into the Legendary Vegeta event. Probably gonna jump in with like a similar team build here. And then I'll just bring like one unit on the team that can probably get caught and die. And we'll see how it goes. So I'll be right back with the standby active skill. Alright guys, so we're back. We're here in the Legendary Vegeta event. We're on turn 7. They've gotten quite a few stacks, I would say, at this point. Like, I would say like 3 or 4 18 keys and a bunch of 12 keys. So I think this is a good time to go into the standby mode. Now keep in mind the standby mode is only for 5 turns, I think. So we will have to try to die within the next 5 turns so we can see the Spirit Bomb. But I don't think that's going to be very hard because, again, I brought what's her name on the team. So I'll just, like, probably not this turn, the next turn. With these guys, we're going to have her here. Probably just going to throw her in slot 1 and just let Blue Vegeta absolutely annihilate her. So, yeah, let's go ahead and play this absolutely beautiful animation. I love this so much, in the sound, like the OSD as well. It's just absolute, like, amazing, just chef's kiss. Let's go ahead and watch this.
お前ら
Alright. Oh, okay, yeah, so it does seem like, yeah, it pops up right there. So I guess, yeah, for the next 5 turns, you basically cannot die, because if you do die, you just get revived, like with anybody. This is what it looks like, at least. Yeah, because the heart symbol is popping up for everybody, it's not just popping up for Vegeta. So yeah, that should be the way it works. Now, again, just to reiterate what this Vegeta does, so he gets 250% attack, he gets 250% attack, 150% defense when HP is 50% or higher. So if your HP is pretty low, you could just throw this guy out to the wolves because he's not going to have very much defense. Keep in mind, his defense was lowered last turn from Vegeta, so that's why his defense is so low here. He gives all allies Key 8 and plus 80% attack, and then he revives with 100% HP when KO'd, and then you get attack 39% when you do the finish, which is the Super Spirit Bomb. And then the Super Spirit Bomb has its own modifier, which is called Super Ferocious. I don't know what that is, but it's probably the strongest modifier in the game now. He gets no defense on either supers, it's just straight attack, so I don't think, like, they made it kind of easy to die with this guy, because he's not going to have very much defense, he's not going to have any defense if you're below 50% HP. Like, I could probably maybe throw him in slot 1 here and he maybe dies, but I don't want to do that. I want to see, like, him at least get 1 attack in before we, go ahead and do the Spirit Bomb, and then it'll probably revert back to the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta, or Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku. But yeah, the best thing about this guy is the absolute insane support that he gives. It's 9.7 million here. So they don't get any additionals from their passive, so that's basically all we're gonna get here. Yeah, so Ssj, like, again, his defense was lowered last turn, but his defense is not going to be that high because he only gets 150%. And then again, if you're below 50% HP, then he gets no defense, like, at all. So here, let's see. Do these characters also have the heart symbol? They should, I think. Oh, they actually don't. Okay, now I don't know if that means like if these guys, let's just say, die on this rotation, does that mean that we just don't get the revive? Is that what it's like? Is that what it means? Or because like the revive thing is still there at the top, like the skill gauge thingamabobber, but the actual characters themselves, if you look at the circle part, then they don't have like the heart symbol that usually pops up when like you can revive with anybody. So it might only be for the characters that he's on rotation with. I could be wrong. I guess we'll see with further testing. That is kind of a big deal to like know if he does or not, because I feel like if he doesn't, then it's not like the biggest deal in the world, but if he does, that is like that is a big buff, you know. It's not like really a nerf, it's just like a little something extra that he could do that would make him pretty nasty. Would Pan die from just 2 attacks? I don't know if she would. Like, I know if we put her in the last slot, she will definitely die, but can we even make it to the last slot before killing this guy? I mean, I guess let's just see how this plays out, but even if we don't die on this turn specifically, we'll have one more turn where it's going to be against, you know, AGL, Evo Vegeta, and we're going to have both of these guys, which are STR units, so we'll definitely be able to kill Blue Vegeta. We're definitely going to be able to die against Evo Vegeta if we manage to kill this guy, which it seems like we are, because Vegeta did an additional super there. Yeah, these guys are gonna do a little too much damage. Oh, no, actually, I think, yeah, we got it. Yeah, because she's not killing him. She doesn't do anywhere near enough damage. She's about to get pummeled. She's about to get absolutely destroyed with attack. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and mute, and let's go ahead and watch the Spirit Bomb. Oh, I don't even know where do I even start? Like, the damage, the KO screen, the absolute phenomenal animation and voice acting, like, where do I even start? It's just perfect. Like, there's no other way to say it. It's just perfect. There's nothing else to say here. This unit has, like, again, just gonna be outright with you guys. I'm a GT fanboy. I have a bias, but it's just like I don't see how you can hate this unit. There's just it's just perfection. Like, I'm so happy we finally have the what's it called, the Universal Spirit Bomb in the game with actual good animations and not just a free-to-play unit. Because that was something that kind of bothered me for a while. It's just that the only representation we had of that moment is a free-to-play unit that came out 4 years ago now. Like, that unit turns 4 years old in like a month or so, because that's when they came out, as like the end of the 4th anniversary. And just so you guys can see, so after you do the Spirit Bomb and you're done with that, you go back to Super Saiyan 4, Vegeta, and Goku, and you can just go back to them just, you know, snacking attack, getting defense, having their damage, like you're back to having your 50% damage reduction. So it's like, it's basically a completely free attack. Let's see how they tank this. This is with the damage reduction and all their defense. That's still quite a bit of damage. Okay, well, it was good to get that in the video, just to see them kind of get whacked a little bit, but keep in mind this is type disadvantage, and this Vegeta, like, massively lowers defense on Super, so it's not really fair to them, but, you know, I just wanted to see it nonetheless. But yeah, like, it's basically just a free attack when you go into the, like, you go into the standby, and for 5 turns, you basically can't die. And then if you do die, not only you go back to full health, and you go back to this unit, but you also just get, like, a free, insanely powerful active skill. Like, that's just how it is. Like, it's actually just, like, I don't know, it's bonkers. I can't even describe this yet. It's just they're just that good. Now the only thing that's left to see is after this video I'm gonna be doing the showcase for the, what's it called, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and after that video I'll probably give my thoughts on who I think is better. I still probably won't have a 100% concrete, like, opinion until I see them in Red Zone, until I use them in Red Zone, all that type of stuff. Like, once I use all them in, like, different spots and stuff like that, we'll go ahead and, you know, what's it called, make our final opinion on them. But let me know what you guys think of this unit. Let me know if you guys pulled them, if you're having fun using them at all. If you're on global, definitely save for these guys. It'll be 100% worth it. So, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace out.